And we're going to introduce another concept that's quite prominent in algebra, that separates algebra from arithmetic, and that is, and we're not going to start solving these yet, because you can go forever and ever and ever. There's still people trying to figure out how to solve some of these, and that's equations. Equations is a knowledgeable thing in algebra that separates algebra from arithmetic. And what is an equation? An equation is two algebraic expressions that are equal to each other. Two algebraic expressions that are equal to each other. And in the future, instead of using the word equal to each other, I'm going to use a fancy word, equivalent. Equivalent means two things are equal to each other. Okay. Two algebraic expressions that are equivalent. Okay. Example. 3 plus 4 equals 9 minus 2.
Okay.
Even though that there's no variables in this, they're still algebraic expressions. Okay. They're also arithmetic expressions, but... And how do I know? Now, there are true equations, and there are false equations. Is this true or false? If I simplify everything on both sides, and I get the same number on both sides when I'm done, then it's a true statement, a true equation. In this case, I think I have a true equation.
Yes.
Yeah, because 3 minus 4 is 7, and 9 minus 2 is 7. So that is a true equation. How about this? 3 times 4 is equal to 9 minus 2. Is that a true equation?
No.
No. False. Because I simplify the left side, I get 12, and I simplify the right side, and I get 7. So this is a false equation. It's still an equation, but it's false. So let's look. What we're going to do is determine a solution. We're going to find a solutions to equations. Now, right now, we're just going to determine if a number is a solution to an equation. Later, we're going to be solving a whole bunch of equations. But for now, what is a solution to an equation? It's a value, and I'm going to have to... there can be more than one solution to an equation. So I'm going to say values, value or values that when substituted into an equation produce a true statement. So a solution is a value that when substituted into the variable, and I'm going to put variables in plural too, because you can have more than one variable. We already saw an example of that later.
Right.
That when they substitute, you get a true statement. Okay, now, a lot of people come up to me, and I want to do something different here. I want to jump a little ahead, and I want to show you an example of where an equation can have more than one solution. We're not going to solve it. We're going to and it's going to have exponents. I said I wasn't going to do exponents, but this one, you have to have exponents in order to have a value with more than one solution. So this is 2. Okay. So x squared plus x equals 2. I claim that there are two solutions to this equation. And we
Okay.
are going to verify. And it's not that difficult. We still use the same order of operations. We only have 2 operations, square and add. So when I substitute these values in, one of them's negative, so that's really going to throw everybody off. Okay, that's all right. When I substitute values in here, we're going to get 2. For 2
Okay.
different numbers. The first one, you should see the first one.
If x is 1.
If x is 1, right? Because 1 squared is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. So x is 1 is a solution. And let me do that the hard way, just so people don't go, oh my god, that was so quick. Okay, and this is a question mark. I don't know, but I do know. But until you get a number on the other side, you have to put a question mark up here. Because I want to know, is 1 a solution? Okay,
Right.
so 1 squared is 1, and 1 plus 1 is 2, and 2 is equal to 2. So that is 1. X is 1 is definitely a solution. What's the other one? That's the hard one. Anybody in chat want to take a... Well, there's 5 people in chat, and no one's chatting, so I don't know if anyone in chat wants to take a guess at what this one is. That one, it's negative. I kind of gave you the hint that it was negative, and it is. It's negative 2. And don't ask how I would solve that, because we're going to do that later. A bunch. Okay. So, negative 2 squared is 4. And 4 minus 2 is 2. So, there's an example of 2 values that solve more than one equation. Okay. So let's go back to some easy. We did that hard one. We can do some easy ones. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Is 6 a solution to 9x minus 3 equals 42? That's the question I want to know. Is x equals 6 a solution? Okay, so we're going to come back here. We're going to reproduce everything. We're going to have 9 times 6, because wherever there's an x, I'm going to put a 6, minus 3. Is that equal to 42? And I can already tell you that it's probably
No.
not going to be, but let's go ahead and carry it out in case somebody doesn't see that this is 54 minus 3, and there's no way 54 minus 3 is 42, but be a completionist. 51 is not equal to 42, so no, 6 is not a solution. Okay. Is 3 a solution to 2 times y plus 3 is equal to 5y minus 3? So we have 2 times y plus 3 is equal to 5y minus 3. And we want to know is y equals 3. So we're going to substitute, just like we've done so far. 2 times y is 3, so we'll have 3 plus 3. Is that equal to 5 times 3 minus 3? Okay, so on this side we do 3 plus 3 first, right? And 3 plus 3 is 6, and 6 times 2 is 12.
Right.
So let me do that again, just so everybody gets this. 3 plus 3 is 6, and 6 times 2 is 12.
Got
The
it.
other side, from left to right, 5 times 3 is 15, minus 3 is 12. 12 equals 12, so yes, 3 is a solution. Okay. Was that a yawn? I heard a yawn.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that's how we determine whether or not a value is a solution to an equation.